Chapter 117, Sensation of Key 2. He changed his body part for every piece that broke. First, it was his feet, then his fists, then his elbows, then his knees. Finally, he started to break those with his fingers. However, breaking it with a single finger seemed to be rather difficult for Meng Sixi. He had to silently accumulate power for a few seconds, then tap his finger on it. He instantly smashed the reinforced steel plate. There were 10 fingers. Other than the little finger, the rest of the 8 fingers had all broken the reinforced steel plate. This move shocked everyone present. An extreme branch cultivator on the stage seemed to be unconvinced. He even suspected that there was a problem. Come, try using the piece that I can't break. See if you can shatter it with your finger. Meng Sixi smiled slightly but did not say anything. He stepped forward and assumed a horse stance. He pointed his finger forward. The reinforced steel plate that the extreme branch cultivator could not break with his kick instantly shattered. That was not all. Meng Sixi took a step to the side and tapped his target with every step he took. He took turns tapping his target with his 8 fingers and shattered the reinforced steel plates that the other extreme branch cultivators could not break even after they swapped their attacking spots. He then cupped his fists in acknowledgement. Instantly, thunderous applause rang out from below the stage. The 9 people on the stage who were just props for the show were also extremely shocked. How in the world did he do that? The reinforced steel plate that he could not break with his kick could be shattered by Meng Sixi's finger. It was simply. The applause lasted a long time. Shen Jushuang, who was on the stage, had to wave his hand slightly to suppress the applause. The display just now had already displayed the true difference between the extreme branch and our genetic ancient martial arts school in terms of energy fields. Because there are many people, I won't discuss it with you. I'll go straight to the point. I believe that everyone has already seen it. Extreme branch cultivators can only unleash powerful energy field attacks when they have activated a designated location on their genetic ability chain that can unleash energy field attacks. For example, fists or hands. If they took it one step further, they would be able to activate more genetic ability chains relating to genetic energy fields. There would be more and more areas where they could activate genetic energy fields. Slowly, as more and more areas of the genetic energy field were activated, the genetic energy field would become one with the human body. The genetic energy field would become more powerful in both offense and defense. This was a method of training that involved training from the outside to the inside. However, the energy field of the genetic ancient martial arts school, which is also called inner ki, is different. From the start, once an individual's inner ki reaches a certain level, their inner ki, which is also their energy field, would gather at their danshin. As long as we have a need, the energy fields in our bodies can reach various parts of our bodies and unleash energy attacks. Just now, my disciple, Meng Sixi, has demonstrated that the strength of his energy field is similar to that of the rest of you. However, it is precisely because the genetic ancient martial arts school runs from the inside out that his various body parts could unleash an energy field attack just now and shatter the reinforced steel plate. At this point, Shen Jushuang suddenly raised his voice. The extreme branch runs from the outside to the inside, while our genetic ancient martial arts school runs from the inside to the outside. I think that is the greatest difference between the two. There was no comparison between who was stronger and who was weaker. However, when you are a genetic liberator, a genetic mutant, or even a person who has just stepped into the genetic evolver realm, the flexibility of our genetic ancient martial arts schools in utilizing energy fields is something that the extreme branch cannot compare with. That included the ability to survive on the battlefield. At the critical moment, the energy fields of our genetic ancient martial arts can be unleashed at any location. We can even block off the attacks of energy bullets. In our genetic ancient martial arts, this is called free will. This explanation made Zutua's eyes light up. The nearly 10,000 listeners below the stage were also inexplicably excited. No one was stupid. On the contrary, they were all rather intelligent. Only if you are alive will your girlfriend, bank balance, house, and even your children and wife be yours. If you died and your girlfriend became someone else's, your bank account would either become someone else's or become silent money. It would be worse if you had a wife and child. Your wife might belong to someone else, and your child would be beaten up by someone else. Then, what was the most important? Survival was the most important thing. An energy field that could be activated at any location within a genetic ancient martial artist would definitely greatly enhance their ability to survive. There was not a person present who did not want to. There was no need to mention those who had already started training. The students from the genetic ancient martial arts clubs in various genetic evolution colleges could not wait to study and train so that their energy fields could erupt at any point in their bodies. That way, their offensive and defensive capabilities would be greatly enhanced. I can understand how you guys are feeling right now. So, today, I will be imparting to you the introductory technique of genetic ancient martial arts, the energy field training. However, there is one thing that I have to pour cold water on the students who are in this lecture. Because the way an energy field is used is different. Members of the genetic ancient martial arts school have a stronger ability to survive. However, at the same time, the reason the Wuxia Genetic Committee did not promote genetic ancient martial arts on a large scale is that the entry-level training method of genetic ancient martial arts related to the energy field is a little unorthodox. Not everyone can cultivate the elementary energy field training method of the genetic ancient martial arts. There was a term for it, the sensation of ki. Currently, for genetic newcomers, those who could train and find a sense of ki within 3 days were all talented in genetic ancient martial arts. Those who can sense ki within 7 days would barely be able to cultivate the secret energy field technique of the genetic ancient martial arts. However, your future advancement will be average. If you have the support of resources, it is recommended that you train in the extreme branch. Your advancement there might be faster. If you cannot find the sensation of ki after 7 days, then it is a pity that you do not have much talent in the field of genetic ancient martial arts. Of course, you do not have to be disappointed, much less dejected. Extreme branch training is still your best option. Currently, among the Blue Star's top 10 experts, 5 of them are extreme branch cultivators. The moment he said that, the students who had been worried that they would not have any talent revealed relieved expressions. Fortunately, the genetic ancient martial arts only gave them one more option. It was not the only option. Zhu Tui also had the same expression. Luo Murong's extremely soft voice suddenly rang out beside Zhu Tui's ear. There's something that Elder Shen did not say. The 5 ultimate experts from the extreme branch are all ranked last 5. The only non-mystery branch cultivator who managed to enter the top 5 came from the genetic ancient martial arts school. Zhu Tui was startled. The truth was indeed in the hands of a few people. Next, I'll display the introductory method of cultivating the energy field of our genetic ancient martial arts on the large screen. Those who can sense ki within 3 hours would be talented. You can tell me directly. As long as you are willing, you can become a level E member of our genetic ancient martial arts. You can further learn about our genetic ancient martial arts. Of course, after you return, you can contact our staff and join the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association if you can feel your ki within 3 days. However, students who only have a sense of ki after 3 days, I would advise you to consider this seriously. As Shen Jushuang finished his sentence, a few poses appeared on the screen. There were also over 100 words. The contents of the report shocked Zhu Tui. The first few sentences were very similar to Zhu Tui's meditation technique. Calming his mind, inhaling through his nose, exhaling through his mouth, and concentrating on his danshin with all his might. There was a diagram on the screen that indicated the location of his so-called danshin. Closing his eyes and visualizing his danshin as a lake of dry water, as if it were a pond without water. Then, visualize the tangible and intangible water vapor flowing through his limbs and bones. Directed by consciousness, the tangible and intangible water vapor in his limbs and bones would gather in his danshin, which is like a dried-up lake or a pond without water. At that time, the water vapor would enter the withered danshin, and the body would be filled with joy. This was the sensation of ki. Alright, this is the introductory technique of the genetic ancient energy field. You can try it out if you are interested, Shen Jushuang said. Almost immediately after he said that, more than 90% of the students in the venue started to try it out with their eyes closed. Zhu Tui was not in a hurry to begin. Instead, he looked toward Luo Murong. Murong, is this the way to train? Of course, I also entered the school using this method. How long did it take you to find the sensation of qi? Zhu Tui asked. Don't compare yourself with me. I am a genius among geniuses. It only took me an hour. Luo Murong had a proud expression when he mentioned this. Chi.